What is up, everybody? It is your boy Phil Shocker, the 96 Hedgehog here, with the last and final team builder of AP Indigo. Again, as I stated in the Week 9 team builder, I am recording my team builders before I play my matches for next week's and this week's. So, again, I don't know if I will be making playoffs. I don't know if I have won my one of two other games, or both my other games, or lost both of them. Again, if I have these are my last three games, I have to win two of my three in order to advance into playoffs. If I do not win two of my three, I will not make the playoffs, and then we will not do it. But nonetheless, I've had a great time this season. I, in my opinion, did not have a fantastic team. This team was very random. It didn't really was my best team at all. But the fact that it gave me a chance to make the playoffs, and it got me 4 wins, which luck was a little bit on my side for a few matches, but still. Excuse me. The fact that, I'm either 5-5 at this point, 4-5 at this point. I've had a great. I think I had a pretty decent season, especially with the transaction I made. If I probably didn't make the transactions that I made, I probably would not have the best record. Have one of the best of a record that I currently have. But we're not gonna go. But right now we are going against Kian the Beast and his Chagagundas Chagakun. I don't know how the hell you say his first name, but it's the Mock Punchers and his team name, which is DOW, which makes no sense, by the way. I don't understand that abbreviation. But his team, he does have a chance at playoffs. So at the time of this recording, he is currently 3-4. So I do not know if he still has a legitimate chance or not. But we don't know. But the team he's rocking out with, he's got Zygarde, Skarmory, Yancey, Manaphy, Licky, Reuniclus, Alolan Raichu, Salazzle, Munchlax, Pipicum and Obama Snow. Surprisingly, he's only brought really the same 6 to about majority of every single game that he's brought, and he's only brought in 1 or 2 of the other mons at least once. But on that, he's brought majority of every single one of his mons that were from Zygarde, Skarmory, DNC, Manaphy, Reuniclus, and Obama Snow. And I think 5 of those 6 are coming this matchup. I think Licky is a little bit of a better matchup this week because of my fighting type and his walls that he has. And plus, I think Wish support would be really good for his team. But we could potentially also see the Alolan Raichu maybe over Reuniclus, which could be something. And I would not mind that, to be honest, because that makes this team little less frightening versus mine. Salazzle could very well come to take advantage of my grassy terrain with my Tapu Bulu, but I think I got some good cutters to it. Munchlax, believe it or not, I actually think could potentially show up if he does not want to go with Licky. Pikachu, I don't think comes because of the fact that I have ways to stop it from setup, and plus once I start setting up, there's no safe switching. And Obama Snow, maybe could come, but I really don't expect it to come because I just don't see it doing that too much versus my team for what I have. So let's break down the team and potentially the final team that we all have. So first off, I can see he does not have a Dark type or even a Ghost type, so pretty much Ghost spam is coming this week. I would have ran Modest, but I want speed control in this matchup because, again, I'm going to still play every game like it matters to me. That way it's fair to some of my other opponents that are trying to make playoffs as well. But we're running Hermione this week. Choice specs once again with Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Dazzling Gleam, Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond is there in case I just want to get a cheeky kill. Shadow Ball is there so that way I can pretty much just spam that move. Thunderbolt is there so I can beat any especially defensive, any special wall in Skarmory and Manaphy. Dazzling Gleam is only really there for the Zygarde in case Zygarde gets chipped down to the point where I can just go for the D-Gleam, knock it out, switch out, and then go back to spamming Shadow Ball. Most likely or not, I will just spam Shadow Ball for the majority of it, unless I just want to click Thunderbolt and maybe Oko or triple something right out the gate. In that type of situation. We have enough speed here to outspeed Manaphy and pretty much everything else in this team except Salazzle and the Raichu. I could have ran Scarf this week with Modest, but I didn't really care for that, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I didn't bother doing that. Up next, we have Sanami, the Mega Gyarados, who is probably going to be the MVP of the team. We don't know yet. But Mega Gyarados has a pretty good field day against this team. 96 HP, max attack, adamant, 16 speed up, and a 144 speed with Dragon Dance, Waterfall, Crunch, and a really risky set of Substitute. Now, I say it's risky because if I don't get my sub off at the right moment, and if that Skarmory which has Whirlwind, which it very well could, I could be in trouble. Excuse me. And the reason why I say I would be in trouble is because of the fact Skarmory could just roll with me out as I take about 24-25% of my health out, making Gyarados less of a threat and less of a problem versus him. So I'm going to wait to sub at the right moment, and I'm also going to have to wait to Mega at the right moment as well. Because I feel like if I know when I need a Mega, then I'll be good. But yeah, like I said, Waterfall plus Crunch, there's no safe switching on his team from either of my stab. I was debating on putting Niner Head there just to make sure I can have a move, potentially, for Obama Snow, in case I wanted to worry about it, but again, I don't think it might come. And plus, when we look at the rest of my team, I have decently in better ways to handle it as well. Up next, we're actually able to bring Shiny Necrozma for some reason, but we're bringing Nemesis, and you look at his team, again, no Dark type, not even a Ghost type. The Psychic Mon is coming in to lay the smack down with his Plasma Cannons. We're bringing Nemesis like Necrozma, like I said, with Calm Mind, Tilting Geyser, Heat Wave, and Moonlight. I didn't really need Earth Power or Flash Cannon for this matchup. My main stab plus Heat Wave checks everything. Heat Wave is enough to, I believe, two-shot Reuniclus based on sets, if that is a Reuniclus that is coming. And if Raichu comes, then a guaranteed two shots. But basically, I call mine Moonlight and then just start spamming the hell out of Photon Geyser or Heat Wave, respectively. 100 HP, 72 defense, 84 speed, modest nature, with the max special attack. I do need this maxed though in order to have a chance to two-shot Reuniclus before it sets up a Calm Mind, so that is the reason why I ran on max. And plus, why not? It destroys so many souls. Let's do it. Up next, this is a very risky set. I'm actually kind of hoping it pays off because it kind of does. Put in so much work. We're bringing Sword Stance, Rock Polish, Earthquake, Thunder Punch, Rhyperior. 216 HP, 240 speed, 52 adamant nature. The speed does let me outspeed everything on his team, guaranteed. As Scarfers, the 52 gives me a really good chance to guarantee knock out the Manaphy. It is not bulky Manaphy, which could show up as somewhat bulky but offensive. But Sword Stance, Rock Polish, basically with the Passion Berry, I can take one hit from Manaphy with my Solid Rock, and then be able to get off the Sword Dance, and then Rock Polish, and then I can just go to town. If he does not click, if he clicks Tail Glow, depending on if he's timid, bold, or whatever, it might still not knock me out, but again, it's going to come down to investment, and then I can just two-shot or one-shot with Earthquake. Thunder Punch is only there for the Skarmory. Other than that, I'm spamming Earthquake versus this team, because everything gets 1 to 2 shot once I get my Sword Stance up. Up next, we're bringing Champ the Primate, and this time we're bringing Banded Primate, baby. Now, the reason why we're running Choice Banded Primate is because there is very little that does switch on Primate here. Close Combat can potentially 1 to 2 shot a good majority of his team. U-Turn and Throw Chopper there to handle Reuniclus and Raichu on switch-ins. And then Thunder Punch is, again, pretty much there to handle the Manaphy, the Skarmory, if I don't want to lock into close combat if I don't really. We are running Max Match, so we Speed Tie with Zygarde, so we're going to be able to handle it. I could have ran Ice Punch, but again, in close combat, I feel like it does the most damage, and will give me the two-shot and stuff like that if they're guaranteed with. And last but not least, we are bringing El Jefe, our Tapu Bulu, Sword Dance, Horn Leech, Rock Slide, Flare Up, 136 HP, max attack, I'm at 54 defense, 66 speed. Basically, if that Skarmory is more likely to be leaning to a little more specially defensive, with max HP or something like that, I do have a chance to two-shot with Rock Slide after a Sword Dance. I do live at Iron Head, I do live at Brave Bird, and basically if I get two shots, can get a two-shot on the Rock Slide, Bulu kind of goes in and then just clicks buttons versus my opponent. But again, I got to be very careful on whatever he has to set up and everything like that, so it's going to be very interesting. But that's going to be the final team builder, guys. This may be my last match. Who knows? But until next time, guys, I'm First Shotgun Thank you much for your love and support this season. Until next time, guys.